movement prep for our next volume bump, volume 4. We are hitting all full body stuff, getting prepped for movement. So the first thing we're going to do is a 2 feet bound. So we're going to start by kind of like, we're going to start and then ramp this up. So the first thing, we're just going to go up on our toes and just kind of like grab some bounces. So I'm feeling my toes, feeling my feet going. Now I'm going to kind of leave the floor, so I'm ramping this up, getting a little bit more bounding in, just little hops. Yep, just little hops. Yep, faster little hops. Yep. Now we're getting our ankles going. Good. Now I could ramp this up even more by going forward or back. Good. Or side to side. Or I can alternate my feet like I'm jumping rope. Yep. So I'm just ramping this up, feeling it in my toes and my feet, and then getting my ankles involved, and then actually leaving the floor, some balance, and all this stuff happening. Yep. So I'm going to work for time for that. Now I'm going to hit some T-spine and shoulder with a forearm frog reach, is what we're calling this. So I'm going to get into a tabletop position, but I'm spreading out my knees away from myself. My toes can tuck underneath, and I'm locking in lower back, belly button here, coming down to my forearms. This is the starting position. Now I open up and squeeze the shoulder blades. So I'm going to pick a side, open up. As much access as I have here, I'm just going to reach up into the ceiling, rotate. So I'm keeping kind of this bent arm, alternating back and forth, squeezing the shoulder blades here, opening up, and just reaching. If you have limited mobility and your reach is maybe half of what Harris just showed us, that's totally fine. We're just going to work as much access into the T-spine and shoulders as we can get going for that one. And then the next one is going to be a little bit of core. So we're going hinged bell toss. So I'm going to have you come to stand over your bell. And then you're going to grab a hinge position. So I'm going to send my hips back. From this position, I'm locking this right in. Okay? So I'm hitting my core by grabbing onto the bell. This bell is not going to move from this position. Okay? But I'm going to toss it hand to hand. My collarbone is going to stay solid. Yes, you can kind of see some slack there happening. Squeeze your core really tight. Yep, I'm super solid here. The bell is just faster. You can ramp it up. Yep, so the bell is just hovering. My body's not moving a lot. And I'm anti-rotating, shifting my weight. My body's staying solid and just tossing back and forth. Okay, so you should feel this in your core. Yeah. Right? Yes. This bell is going to be about 25% of our body weight. We can play around with that with our first week for that. Now we got hip lifts, turning our glutes on. So you're just going to come to your back, a nice solid hip lift. My heels are staying close to my body, and then I'm squeezing my cheeks, sending my hips into the air to full extension. All the good things, rib cage tracking down into my hips. I want to squeeze at the top. We can pause as much as we want. So instructors, you can call out pause, hold, 5 seconds, lower down, pause, 2-second hold. You can kind of play around with that pause at the top of your tabletop for hip lifts and get the glutes going. And then the last thing we got, our kettlebell skill, is just a single arm clean. So you're going to come to stand right over your bell, using your hips, jumping on the tallest building, big elbow row behind, rack position, and then I send that bell back down, alternate. So I'm getting my heart rate up, and I'm practicing the good skill of cleaning our bells. Good work, Instructor Harris. All right, that's your next movement prep.